Can you believe it? It's the Sanity Trance. Woo! Woo! This is the third episode in a row this sane morning. So hopefully I don't have to do this again for a while, so I don't have to talk about how I don't do this very much, and we can just keep going until we learn more lessons from the studio stuff. But anyway, yeah, today, this one, wherever we are right now, I want to talk about technique, because that's the next natural step from pedagogy, from existentialism this morning. But yeah, technique, man. Oh my God. You can do something wrong all your life if you want. Man, last time I got to visit my good buddy Steve, our other old pal Donovan was on the phone with him, and I got to catch Donovan for a second, and he said, life is as complicated as you want to make it. And I think about that all the time. So peace to y'all, much love. I know you're out there doing your thing. Simply, it's beautiful. That's exactly where this is at today. Technique. Yeah, because that's everything. I got a pair of drumsticks when I was 11 from my sister, and I was hitting all the furniture, and I've been hitting everything ever since. And I was pretty diehard. I was going to be a drummer for probably a decade or something, but all these other things happened out of servitude and stuff, and that's, the music led the way, and here we are today because of all that. It's looking at it correctly that keeps it going, but there's a technique to that too. But that's the same idea, like the pedagogy of things, how things are expressed and taught. There's a technique to that, and to come back with what I was saying, how you can do something wrong for so long. Like I said, I was a diehard drummer, thinking that's all I was gonna do, and I went through a public school with it, did 5A high school nonsense, and stayed and did the whole whatever, and I think I was this is a few years later. I'm 22, 23, and I'm playing in this metal band, maybe even 24. And the shows are going awesome, everything's cool, and then when shows are over, I can't open doorknobs. I'm looking at a useless right arm, and I'm like, no, I need this for the rest of my life still. I'm this is what they would call your prime, quote unquote. I mean, whatever. If that's what it is, my right arm isn't prime at all. It's dead. It was really spooky. But at the same time, I got to meet one of my super best pals, and he helped me totally reset the technical stuff on my hands. And it was just realizing that deep down I was being a control freak, and I was trying to be the stick, and if you do it right, it's more like you're the swivel to a seesaw. Your hand kind of just flicks, and then the stick has a life of its own after that. And the way that feels is almost completely the opposite. It's almost complete non-functionality of the muscle, short of just throwing it. And compared to what I was doing, full-on caveman baseball bat, let's kill everybody kind of thing. I don't understand. This was it was such an insight to have it happen on that dimension for me, because I took that dimension so serious. I'm sure I have beautiful technique in other dimensions of life or something, the way I play video games or something, the way I just sit down, or sleep, I don't know. But for it to be so obviously thrown in my face in a way that my life depended on it and I had to do something about it, and then the place I've arrived at, it's if you'd have told someone like me when I was younger that you can play forever, literally, with good technique, I wouldn't believe you. And, that's for good reason. It seems like an impossible thing, but it's I was at the end of the beginning of tendonitis and carpal tunnel, serious muscular injury type things, from my own doing. And now, it's almost 10 years later, And I really am a completely different player like that now. Like, it's like there's hardly any flexing going on as much as it is just like I feel like in comparison now I'm the wacky wailing, arm flailing, inflatable tube man in all those car lots. It's a lot more like that. So it's like, if you look at the way you're looking at things, we've returned to pedagogy, but you keep it at the most relaxed technique. The way you're seeing your existence. And now when we're zooming back out to existentialism, there's a way to view all of this from a place that's so relaxed and untouchable and still that's just good technique, man. Regardless of whatever you've arrived. If you've had to like pray to somebody or do some ritual or like go through all sorts of nonsense and meet all these people just to arrive at a place of Zen, you've found the intersection of relaxation and good technique for a good, long, happy life where, if something goes wrong, it won't be because of your own shooting yourself in the foot with your ignorance here. It's like, this really makes you look at everything you're doing and will do like there's a way to do it. And not only one way, but several. And then you get to choose from there which one is the least resistance, or whatever you feel like doing for the benefit of whatever your moment is trying to give you, But there's a technique to all of that. There's a technique to just existing. And the hilarious part is like it looks a whole lot like nothing, like relaxation at its finest, And I've been laughing on drums because lately I've been so bored. I've been practicing left-handed drum set. I'll just rearrange it for lefty, and I've been starting all the way over. And I've noticed that I'm still trying to be a control freak on some levels, and then the other part of it is just showing myself new information that I wouldn't have thought of myself. Obviously, it's like you just find yourself in a new place, and you have to be okay with that. There's a way to do that. There's a technique there, But again, it's like it seems like the final intersection here is a place of complete relaxation, complete acceptance, complete it's like gratitude, gratified, and really it's just an actualization of reality sensing itself for what it is, not what it's not, just what it is, just what's there, and it's hilarious how it's just the intersection of that and complete relaxation in all states. It's like, it's like getting to ride through your life from some fancy, nice theater and just kind of get to watch the movie happen and enjoy every bit. Man, yeah. So yeah, if you're on guitar, bass, singing, piano, all these things, there's a technique there where you don't have to do very much at all. Look for it. It's very authentic to the way we're built. The instruments may not be, but know that. You be good to your veins, and that's essentially what's going on. Much love, y'all. Peace.